Far the most important part of our Florida project. In fact, the heart of everything we'll be doing in Disney World will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. We call it Epcot, spelled E-P-C-O-T, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Here it is in larger scale. Epcot will take its cue from the new ideas and new technologies that are now emerging from the creative centers of American industry. It will be a community of tomorrow that will never be completed, but will always be introducing and testing and demonstrating new materials and new systems. And Epcot will always be a showcase to the world for the ingenuity and imagination of American free enterprise.
Unfortunately, this never happened. Welcome back to Theme Park Bot YouTube channel and to our Talk Disney series, episode 3, where today we're going to be taking a look at the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. To understand how and why Epcot came to be, we need to go back to Walt's final months of living in 1966, when he did a TV show all about the new, as he put it, Florida project, which would feature a magic kingdom and a living, working city called Epcot. This stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Sadly, on December 15, 1966, Walt passed away. Unfortunately, the dream of building a working city died with him too. But all was not lost. It wasn't until the late 1970s when Imagineers revisited Walt's concept, except they tweaked it slightly to revolve around education and what the future might hold instead. Epcot opened to the public on the 1st of October in 1982. As you enter the park, you can immediately see its icon, a giant geospheric sphere. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This houses a dark ride called Spaceship Earth and tells the story of mankind over the ages. Past that is what is known as Future World, which is split into two buildings, Future World East and Future World West. Dotted around the park are buildings called pavilions. They are the Land Pavilion, houses soaring and living with the land attractions. Imagination Pavilion houses Journey into the Imagination with Figment. Energy Pavilion, Extinct, Ellen's Energy Adventure, Replacement, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rise Still Unknown. Also in Epcot are pavilions themed around the World Showcase Lagoon that lead. The lands are positioned around it and are themed to different countries in the world, such as United Kingdom, the UK, France, Morocco, United States, Italy, Germany, China or Norway, just to name just a few. I have the full lands on here on the map on screen now. However, the only bit of the park that hasn't been touched is the World Showcase, while the other areas of the park have seen major changes since its 1982 opening. World of Motion being changed into Test Track, or the controversial changes to Journey into Imagination. Many people and Disney feel Epcot is woefully behind with technology and time periods. So at the D23 Expo, it has been announced by Disney that big changes are coming to Epcot. What they might include, only time will tell. But to most people, there is nowhere quite like the experimental community of tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this episode 3 of our Talk Disney series. If you do like this video and there is much other content on our channel, please go and check that out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you keep up to date with all our theme park stuff. Once again, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.